reorganize. Hi, and welcome to Big Size Piano. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to play Organize by Asake. This song is a very popular song in the Afro pop industry, and it's a very cool song that you can vibe and play along to. This song is on the key of C. And if you notice in the song, you will notice that there are a lot of loopings and there are a lot of bass lines in the song. But I'm not going to be teaching you how to play the bass lines. I'm only going to focus on the most important part of the song, which is the chord lines in the song. The most part you're hearing that occurs more, which is that looping in the part that I played at the beginning of this video. That's what I'm going to be showing you how to play. So let's get right into it. This song is on the key of C, as I said earlier, and the scale for the key of C goes like this. That's the scale for the key of C major. Now, for the chords we're going to be using in this song, we're going to be using 5 basic simple chords. 5 chords. And the first chord we're going to be using is the F major chord. The F major chord. And how do you play the F major chord? The F major chord is played like this. F, A, and C. That's the first chord we're going to be using. The F major chord, F, A, and C. And then your left hand just holds the 2 bass lines, right? It's always better if you come down to this last part where you have the more thicker voice to replicate that bass line that we're always hearing in the song. But if you don't want to stick to this bass line, you could always come up to the lighter part. That's fine too. So the first chord we're going to be using is the F major chord. And then the second chord we're going to be using is the F major 7 chord. Now for beginners, if you don't know anything about 7th, it's fine, okay? Just follow the chords that I'm showing you here and then you're all good to go. For intermediate players who knows the meaning of 7th, fine, let's just move on. So the next chord is the F major 7 chord. And how do you play the F major 7 chord? You just simply hold that same F major chord that you've held before, and then your left hand just holds the E. Right? There are many ways to play the F major 7 chord. The first one is your left hand just hold the E. Right? But if you play it like this, it doesn't really replicate the voicing that we have in the song. Right? So the best way to play this is to shift your right hand and hold this F, A, C, and E. You hold it like this. So you can see the fingering I'm using. I'm using my 1, 2, 3, and 5. So F, A, C, and E. So those are the voicing I'm using. So this is an F major 7. And then your left hand just holds that same F or F and C. Any one of your choice, right? So this is our F major 7 chord. So let me recap. Our F major chord. Your left hand remains the same and just switch. You can see switches to that major 7. This E note here is our major 7 chord, that major 7 note. And then the next chord we're going to be using is the G major chord. And how do you play the G major chord? The G major chord is played G, B, and D. And then your left hand is just holding the G and the D. If your left hand can't hold the 2 notes, just simply hold the G. But if it can't hold the power chords, notes like this are called power chord, just the outer shell of the note. So this is our G major, G, B, and D. And then your left hand is just holding the G and D. That's the third chord we're going to be using, the G major chord. Then the next chord we're going to use is the A minor chord. The A minor chord. And how do you play the A minor chord? The A minor chord is played like this: A, C, and E. It sounds very sad. So this is the A minor chord, A, C, and E. And then your left hand is just holding the A and the E. So this is our A minor chord, A, C, and E. And then the last and final chord we're going to be using is the A major chord. Now, you see this is the A minor chord. You don't necessarily have to stress or do anything. Just move this finger and then place it on the C sharp, and then you have your A major chord. So we have A, C sharp, and E. Now, some of you might be wondering, where did the A major chord come from? A major is not available on the key of C. Yes, it's not available, but this is where you now have something like going out of the key you're in. It's kind of a complex explanation. I do not want to confuse the beginners who are out there, but just know that the A major chord is part of the chord you're going to be playing. It's more like a borrowed chord from another scale. So let's move on. So I'm going to recap of the chords we're going to be using again. So the first chord I said earlier is the F major chord, which is F, A, and C. The second chord, F major 7. The third chord is the G major chord, G, B, and D. The next chord is the A minor chord, A, C, and E. And then the last and final chord is the A major chord. So those are the 5 chords we're going to be using. Now let's get right into playing the song. So I'm going to play the chords that we're going to be using in the song, and then I'll walk you through how I play them. Okay, so let's go. So now what am I doing there exactly? If you look above the screen, you're going to see that there's a follow-up above the screen. My right hand is in blue, while my left hand is in purple. You can always check that out to follow. Now, the first chord we'll be using is the F major chord. Now, the F major chord is at the beginning of the song. You will hear this F major chord halfway. So it's like 1, 2, moving straight to the F major 7 chord. So it's like 1, 2 to the next one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 measures, but the F and the F major 7 are combined together in one measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first part. So the F major and the F major 7. So let's do it again. 1, 2, next one. And then the next chord is the G major chord. And then you're going to hold this for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. The G major chord. You hold it for 4 counts. So let's do it again from the beginning. 3, 4. And then you move to the G major. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next chord is the A minor chord. You also hold that too for 4 counts, 4 measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 measures also. And then the last and final one, the A major chord. You also hold that too for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the song repeats all over again. So I'm going to do it again very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the A major. 1, 2, 3. And then repeats again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then the A major. Now, the switching between the F major and the F major 7 is done once in the song, and that is at the beginning of the song. But if you want to keep doing it all through the song, it's fine. But you don't necessarily have to do it if you don't want to do it, because it's only done once in the song. But if you want to keep doing it, it's fine. I would recommend you keep doing it because it adds flavor to the song, right? So now I'm going to play the song again. And then this time I'm going to hum to it so you will have a better feel of how the song goes, right? Organize, every other day I organize. Some of us are wise. Move on, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Organize, every other day I organize. Some of us are wise, every other blessing's organized. So basically, that's how you play the song. Pretty easy, right? I know some of you are saying it's easy, some of you are saying it's hard. If it's very difficult, just rewind the video and slow it down and try as much as possible to get the chords and play along to them and enjoy it. The song is on its original key. As I said earlier, it's on the key of C. So you'll be able to play along to the backing track once you play the song. Now, if you want to go higher than this, for intermediate players who are out there, you can experiment with your blues scale. For intermediate players who knows their blues scales well, you can add the blues scale, you can add the pentatonic scale. The sky is the limit. You can even start adding extra chords. Something like this. And you can also add your minor scale to it too. So the sky is the limit. There are many other things you could do. I hope you found this helpful. If you found this helpful, kindly hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because it helps me to make more videos like this. And if you have a song request, you can put them in the comment section box below and I might do a tutorial on them. Once again, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!